doing? It is freezing cold in Chicago. When I say freezing, I mean the normal temperature tonight is -3 degrees. Wind chill is -30. It's fantastic here. But the reason I'm down here in the wine dungeon next to my trusty space heater, bundled up to deliver a message, is I am sick and tired of people talking about rosé season. Guys, rosé is good all the time. Stop talking about it just in the summer, just in the spring, talking about it at the beach and barbecues and graduation parties. It's -30 outside. Rosé is delicious right now. Let me demonstrate for you. Yeah, this is strawberry seed, citrus, a little melon, kind of flowery, and just a touch of like sweet cotton candy. Not a sweet wine. Dry rosé is still completely fermented, but it's so accessible and delicious. I got to taste this one today. This is my first 2018 rosé, and it's like homecoming. I love it. This one is new to me. Don't know much about it, but it is from Provence, which is one of the premier regions in the world for dry rosé. And this one is called Fleur de Paris. I was complimented on my fake French accent just yesterday by a Frenchie from Bordeaux. It really works when you wink and shimmy your shoulders a bit, ladies, but this one is called Fleur de Paris, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't tell if you can see here, but it's a really pretty embossed label, and I love to talk to people about rosé because, look, I'm 30, 40-ish, and I'm the demographic. I am dry rosé, and I don't care if you try to market to me with pretty embossed glass and pretty labels and fancy names. I'm not offended. I love your wines. I know what it's all about. I know what grapes they're made with. This is probably Cinsault and Grenache, as you know from the last episode. But I'm infatuated with this tonight, even though, as you can see, head to toe, freezing cold, snow, ice, miserable. Everybody out there is crabby, and this is sustained for the next like 6 days here, guys. Chicago winters, there is no global warming, I guess, because I'm not globally warmed at all. But I will drink dry rosé year round, and you should too. And I swear to God, if I hear you or your friends or your groups of millennials out there talking about how great it is in the summer, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like saying there's a beer season or vodka season. Dry rosé is where it's at. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys about it, but I can assure you this is not a costume. It's freezing cold in my house. By freezing cold, I mean I had to tell Alexa to warm the house up to 70 because it had fallen down to 67 and I was very mildly uncomfortable. Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Alexa. Please buy dry rosé year-round. I don't know what more I can say to you people. I want to give a special shout out to my friend and colleague, Jessica, who has done some wonderful reporting for me about the wonders of dry rosé and its seasonality, or lack thereof. It looks like you guys are starting to come around. It looks like we're buying tons of rosé in May and June and July, all the way through the middle of October. And then we're buying a little less of it, but we like it for Thanksgiving. And we're starting to continue the trend a little bit more sustainably throughout the year. So thank you. Try this Fleur de Prairie if you find it, but please just buy any rosé from Provence, especially, all year. Delicious with food, delicious to just drink during the day, in the evening, and all the time. And last tip here, kiddos, about dry rosé. Food pairings don't always have to be sophisticated, okay? I talked last week about Sauvignon Blanc and sous vide shrimp, and I've talked about braised short ribs. And look, your local somms are gonna get really geeked out about food and wine pairings, but one of the best things you can have with dry rosé, excuse me, Mr. Heater, is this here white cheddar popcorn. I love this brand. They didn't pay me for this. They didn't supply samples. I'm not being sponsored. Although, listen, Popcorn Indiana, if you want to send me free samples for life, it's fine. I love this brand of white cheddar popcorn. And the good thing about a food like this in its simplicity is it's great with simple wines. We've talked about this before. A little bit of popcorn, that white cheddar tang and salt, paired with a light, fresh, fruity, zippy, maybe touch of residual sugar wine. You guys, I'm in heaven. I'm serious. Although heaven is not minus 30 degrees outside. It's not. I promise you. I mean, I hope it's not. But the good thing about minus 30 is, you know, comfy vests and blankies and puppy cuddles. The dogs are upstairs. Jeff is on his way home from a long and what sounds like shitty trip in Boston. And tomorrow we're just gonna hang out here at the house and relax and be snowed in. That's okay too. So thanks, Mother Nature. And those of you out there in the land of 2-drink minimum, I hope you're staying warm tonight and throughout the winter season. I don't care what you're drinking, but I'm drinking dry rosé all the time. That's it. Cheers. Oh, it's so cold.